Nice to meet you. Pleasure. Thank you for coming.
And what about the small one? Can you please explain about that?
So the story behind the small one, it has its own story.
Yeah.
About a year ago, I was in a bike accident and crashed and broke my hip.
Oh.
And so I couldn't be on my feet
Yep.
for a long time. So to make a bigger piece, as you see here, was impossible. So this was the very first piece I made about 5 days after I broke my hip. And what I did here is I took just a continuous piece of rusty wire and I formed it into these little shapes and then attached it to the wire and back. And then what you see here are three different colors of paper.
That is a kind of a therapeutic effects on
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
hard
So
time.
what I do is it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
When people ask me how long does it take, I say I don't want to know because then it would constrain me, and I really don't want to make this a commercial enterprise. I do this, and when the piece is done, it's done.
I see. Yeah. Let's move on to this
Sure.
bigger one. That is the Signal
Signal.
2020.
So for this piece here, I took paper and I took some cardboard cutouts and I spray painted over them. And that's where, if you look, you'll see that there's some detail there from the overspray on the spray paint. And then again, it was a black and white image. I scanned it into my computer,
Yeah.
and then I printed it on different colors of paper.
Oh, yeah.
The reason I called it Signal was I looked at it and it kind of reminded me of like a signal you might see at a train stop. I don't know where it came from. Maybe the yellow's in there.
Yeah.
Or it could mean something else entirely. Maybe somebody else can look at that and decide what signal
The
is.
signal poles
Yeah.
like yellow, red. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
And then this is an interesting couple
yeah.
of pieces here.
That's different one.
So for this exhibit, Natasha and I we're integrating our work together.
Okay.
And so I said, why don't I riff on one of your pieces? So she had made this piece last year, and I loved it. And so I decided I'm going to do my interpretation of this piece here. So what I did is I made the outline to match that. So if you look carefully, you see how...
Is that a dove?
Huh?
Dove? A shape of a dove?
Yeah, it is, yeah. So
Yeah.
my piece is called Peaceburg.
Peace
So it's a
bird.
bird,
Oh,
yeah,
the
it's a
same.
bird.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
where it changes is the colors and the forms. So this is her way of expressing.
Okay.
This is mine.
That is the different
You can
perspectives
tell-
of the
you can
artist.
tell
Yeah.
that this piece inspired that piece.
Yeah. Vice versa.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I got it. Before I didn't notice that.
Right.
I
But
realized this is different from that one
Right.
in terms of the structure, wise, but I didn't realize
The
that it's a
overall
dove
outline,
also.
yeah, if you look at it, you'll see. I'm
Now I
glad
see
it
it.
wasn't obvious because I didn't
Yeah.
want it to be too obvious.
Yeah.
But
That's
if you
good.
look here, you see the colors in here.
Yeah.
This came from an old lithograph that was in the house I grew up in.
This one.
Yes, and I cut it up to preserve it into this piece. So this was a totally different piece of art that I cut up.
Something like the rabbit.
Yeah, everyone that looks at that says that's a rabbit. I don't know what it was before.
Yeah.
I think it was actually a candle flame. So,
Yeah. Nice.
And then over here, these three pieces, all of the paper is what's called eco-dyed paper.
What is that?
Eco-dyed, so it's naturally dyed.
Oh.
So,
I see.
My wife is an artist as well. She's a
Yeah.
paper and textile artist.
Yeah.
And so she made these papers.
Oh, that's
And
a
these
kind
are
of combination.
These are the rejects that she threw away. So I like to call it our unintentional collaboration because there was no intent
Unintentional
for her
collaboration.
to give me these papers. I just took
Beautiful
them.
words. Yeah.
So everything here has a very natural look because she will grow the plants,
Yes.
make the dye from the plants, and then dye the paper.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
sometimes you can actually see the leaves.
That's
from
very
the
nice.
image.
Yeah. One of my friend is on the cloth.
Right.
And they made a dress or
She
something
does the
like
same
that.
thing on fabric as well.
Oh, yeah.
But
It's
I
very
work
expensive
strictly
too.
with,
Yeah, it takes time and very
all of this
and
takes time.
handy things. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of handwork in here.
Yeah.
I don't do any soldering
Oh,
or
that
welding.
is a
Everything
collaboration of husband and wife.
Everything is hand tied in there. I use pliers, which I've mastered over the years.
Yeah.
So that's my only tool, pliers, and I cut it. Yeah.
And cut and tie.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Nice, nice. And what about that blue one?
So this piece here, these are individual monotypes. A monotype is a single print, like a painting.
Oh.
And what you do with a monotype is you have a surface, you put the paint down, and then you do stuff to the paint. In this case, that image right there comes from a comb. So I've combed the surface,
Oh.
and then I take a piece of paper and lay it on top of the paint,
Yeah.
pull it off, and that's the
You
image I
got
get.
that design.
So everything in this piece here,
Wow.
they're basically, each little element is a painting.
Yeah, yeah. I noted that different, interesting, naturally occurring
Right, and yeah.
waves and yeah.
And I, the colors, I don't know that they're intentional, but they came out so that they're soft and pleasing. They're not
Yeah.
bright.
That's nice, nice. That is, these two are the same materials, right?
Right, yeah. The different process, so these are handmade papers, these are eco papers.
Okay.
If we go down here,
Oh, that's a blue
So-
one.
these two pieces, it's
Yeah.
the process to make the paper is called cyanotype.
Yeah, I know
It's,
that.
it's
Yeah.
an architectural process
Yes.
where they make blueprints. And so what you see here is I've got wire that I've laid on top of paper that's been that has emulsion on it.
Yeah.
Expose it to the sun. The kids do it sometimes called sun prints. And so I get a very abstract effect here. This is, for example, that's like a basket that
Yeah.
I've laid on
Mesh,
top.
kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. That is a blue things. Yeah. Once one of the ladies showing these kinds of the
Right.
stuffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, just down the hall, yeah. That's her
I noted
thing, yeah.
that.
But I've been doing cyanotypes for 40 years.
Oh.
Yeah, in other mediums,
Okay,
but
yeah.
this it works well on this.
Yeah. Interesting. Oh, these
Oh.
are the meshes.
Yeah, so this piece here,
Yeah.
well,
You
the
put that-
piece that it matches is missing, but this is one of my larger pieces to date,
Yeah.
and it has everything going on. It has eco-dyed paper, it has images from a medical journal, 19th century, it has mesh wire, it has raw wire, and if you look carefully, there's a hippo there, yeah, and a hippo there hiding.
Yeah, hiding. Kind of climbing trees. Yeah.
And then this piece
interesting.
here,
Oh.
the image is from a very small collage I made maybe 30 years ago. And like a lot of things, I scan it into my computer and I
Yeah.
print it directly on the paper. And so that's why I get all these different colors. And again, with this piece, you can see the balance, both compositionally and color. So you'll see this color here, there, so that when you see the whole thing from a distance,
Yeah, yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Attractive and yeah, very balanced. Yeah, from the unconscious mind, it's very attractive, but I didn't realize that it's balancing of the colors and the
Yeah.
design. Yeah.
This piece here, I've incorporated a lot of objects into it. This
Yeah.
is a can opener. The title of this is just for openers, but there's a variety of materials. This is from an old sanding block. That's an LED light from somewhere. This is miscellaneous materials that I've found and incorporated. So I've done a whole series of these where there isn't as much paper, but more objects.
No, that is not papers, not much papers, objects. Yeah, got it, that's different. And you have some more,
So back
any
in
other
here-
different things?
Back in here, thanks for coming. So this is what we call our floral portal, our floral wall.
Oh,
So
these are
The
floral.
painter, Natasha, did these three pieces.
Yeah.
And we incorporated my branches. So here I'm taking a branch and I'm
Okay.
incorporating the same
Oh,
idea.
so, these
Yeah,
are the
paper.
branches. Yeah.
This paper here, I'm especially fond of. It's called Amante paper. It's from Mexico. It's a 500-year-old process to make this paper. And you see it's lots of color, lots of interesting texture in it.
Oh, yeah. The color is you made and the texture is its original.
Everything, they did the color. I didn't, yeah. Yeah, so I work with a variety of papers. Sometimes I make them. Yeah, other times I buy commercial papers.
Yeah.
This piece here is...
I saw the face.
Yeah, so it's my interpretation of Tolkien's hints in the book Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
So there were all of these Middle-earth creatures, and there's a show coming up. The theme is Middle-earth, and so this is one of the creatures for that show. So that show will be opening sometime later this year.
Yeah. And the flowers that Natasha made and your flowers, the tree branches arrangements are very matched.
Right.
And very meaningful. It makes much
intended
sense.
this to be,
Yeah.
you know, sort of like I said, a flower port here.
Yeah, that's very nice.
And we were happy with
Yeah. Yeah. And now what is about the black beads? So you want to sand? I saw the sand, rising sand.
Rising sands and lollipop perfusion. I did these as kind of an experiment to make them a little more formal. So most of my pieces are out in the open, they're expressive. This is a sort of an attempt maybe to contain it, so it's a little more traditional. You know, it's like a conventional painting where you have it framed, and that's the frame. So in this case, they're popping out of the frame.
Yeah. That's interesting. These two are the most attractive parts to me.
Excellent. Yeah, everyone likes different.
Yes.
This piece here is part of a series. Yeah. So that's like an old pole that I found in the dirt somewhere, and I took it back to my studio and I sanded it so that it was clean and in the shape of a head, and then I added my traditional elements to it. Same with this piece here.
Yeah. Why you give them as Eddie or Martin or
well,
your
so
friends
titles,
or something?
yeah. So this was an old high school friend.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
And this right here, the name's Martin.
Yeah.
It's from a 1960s television show called My Favorite Martian.
Oh.
And the character's name was Martin. He was from Mars. And this was kind of a rough approximation of what a Martian might look at. Like.
Yeah, these are very interesting too. Thank you so much.
Oh, sure. Thank you.
And what more you would like to add?
Well, thank you for coming, and thank you for all your interest.
You're welcome.
I'm always producing, so you never know what I'll do next.
Okay.
So stay tuned.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Bye-bye.